VIV Field Operations Training. In the agenda, we'll have VIV Home Care App Overview, a visit walkthrough, the app feature overviews, and follow along. Using the VIV Home Care app, you can view your visits, view client care plans and tasks, check in, check out, complete tasks and collect signatures, apply to open visits, submit vacation requests, chat with your office, and access your organization's resources, guides, and training materials. The VIV Home Care app is accessible on both Android and iOS devices. Download the VIV Home Care app in the Apple App Store or in the Google Play Store. You'll receive a welcome email from the VIV platform in your email box. To complete your account setup, set a password for the VIV Home Care app. Set your password for the VIV Home Care app, ensuring that you follow the password requirements. Between 8 to 32 characters, at least one uppercase character, at least one lowercase character, and at least one number. Log in to the VIV Home Care app. You'll enter your organization, Comfort Keepers 411, enter your email address and password, and create a four-digit PIN. Using the VIV Home Care app, you can complete check-in, check-out, complete tasks, and collect signatures during a visit. Check into your visit, complete all tasks, check out of your visit, and collect signatures.
In this video, you will learn how you can check in and check out of your visit using the VIV app, completing any necessary documentation during your visit. Once you have logged into the app, it will automatically open the home page where you can see your scheduled visits for the day. To check into a visit, you will tap on the correct visit for your client using the main page. The client's visit detail page will open, and it will show you all of the information pertaining to the visit. At the bottom left, you will see the check-in button, which will allow you to check into the visit. On the bottom right, you will see a running late button to indicate late arrival to the visit. When you tap on running late, the app will request from you the reason for being late and a time estimate of how late you expect to be. You can tap Submit. When you arrive at the client's care address and tap Check-in, the app may ask for additional details if there are issues with the location or time of your check-in. In this example, my check-in location is not close to the client's address and it is late, so the app will ask for reasons for both of these issues. Once you have input your reason, you can select Submit, and the app will inform you that you've checked into your visit successfully. You will see the green check-in time above the scheduled time of the visit. If you are required to complete tasks during your visit, you can do so by tapping on Tasks at the top of the visit's detail screen. You can scroll through the list of tasks and view the associated response options. As you document each task, you can submit your responses along the way. Indicate your response to each task, and if required, you can enter a time of completion. If a task has multiple steps to it, you will see subtask remaining. Selecting this will take you to the list of subtasks to complete. Once you have completed these, you can go back to the main list to submit. You can submit tasks throughout your visit to see your lists reduce. Once you have submitted all your tasks, you will see all tasks submitted. You can view a history of all submitted responses by selecting Timeline. When it's time to check out, you will navigate back to the client's detail page. The checkout button will be found on the bottom left-hand corner. The app will ask you to rate your visit. You can rate it based on how the visit went, and you have the ability to add a comment if you wish. You can tap Submit. This will get sent to the office. If there are any issues regarding your checkout, you'll be able to indicate reasons as to why the location or timing of your checkout may be off. Once you have input your reasons, you can tap Submit. If required, the app will prompt you to collect signatures for yourself and from the client. It will first prompt you to sign, and then it will ask you to pass the device over to your client for your client to sign. If there are any missing signatures, the app will also prompt you to catch up on the missed signatures from any previous visit. Once you have collected the signatures, if required, you will then successfully check out. The checkout will show up on top of the scheduled time in green. This concludes the visit walkthrough video.
Care plans. Access important client information and care requirements documented in the client's care plan. You'll select a client summary and care plans on the visit detail screen or on the My Clients page. You'll be notified of any updates made to the care plan since you last viewed it. Easily view your scheduled visits. Access today's scheduled visits directly on the home screen. Review past and upcoming visits on the visit screen. And use the calendar feature on the visit screen to navigate through all scheduled visits. Apply to open visits to fill your schedule. View one-time and weekly visits that are available for you to apply to. Select the open visit to access further details regarding the client and the specific care required. Apply to or decline all open visits in your app. Now this may be available or may not be available, but if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
This video will review how to navigate your visits. You will review the calendar and how to apply and decline to open visits in the app. Navigate to the menu by selecting the icon in the top left-hand side of the page. Select the option labeled Visits. Visits are an easy way for you to manage your schedule and apply to open visits. At the top of the page, you will see dates for the current week. You can then select the gray arrow to view the calendar in a monthly view. Today's date will be highlighted in blue. Any date that has a blue dot under it indicates that you have a scheduled visit on that date. Below the calendar in blue, you will see a tab called My Visits. This will display any visits you have scheduled for today, as well as any upcoming visits. By moving the screen upwards, you can scroll down to view future visits. Selecting a scheduled visit will open details about that visit. If it's within the allowed check-in time, you can select the check-in button at the bottom of the page or indicate if you are running late by selecting the Running Late button. To exit visit details, you can select the icon at the top left of the page to return to the visits page. Now let's review open visits by navigating to the orange tab that reads Open Visits. This tab will display all of the open visits that are available for you to apply to. When a recommended open visit becomes available, the app will send a notification to your device, provided that you have notifications turned on. Visits available to be applied to will show below the calendar with an orange dot. If you want to check if there are open visits for a particular date, use the calendar above to select the date. The open visits available for that date will display below. You can filter your open visits based on your preferences simply by selecting More. Let's review some of the available filters. Ongoing visits. You can choose to view only ongoing visits. Those are visits that repeat on a regular occurrence, such as weekly or bi-weekly. Temporary visits. You can choose to view temporary visits. So these are multiple, temporary, one-time visits. Single visits. You can choose to view single, one-time visits with one client that do not repeat. Availability. You can choose to filter your open visits by availability, based on the details you provided on the availability page. Distance. You can choose to filter by distance, if you are only willing to travel a certain number of miles to an open visit from your home. You can type the number of miles into the text box, and that will limit the number of open visits you can see in your list. Recommended. You can choose to filter by recommended open visits. Selecting this will display the visits with a star next to them. When you are recommended for a visit, the app will display visits that you are a good match for. My Clients. You can choose to view open visits with only clients that you have worked with in the past. Now let's review available open visits. Each open visit will show the date of the visit, the client's first initial and last name, the main intersection of the address, the time and duration of the visit, as well as whether the visit is a one-time visit or ongoing. To view additional details of an open visit, tap on the open visit. You can see more information, such as the distance from your home address, as well as a brief description of the visit and the client. Once you have read over the information, you then have the option to either reply by selecting the green button or decline by tapping the red button. If you select Apply, you will select Confirm in green, and you will see a window that reads Application Received, informing you that the office will reach out with further details if you are selected for this open visit. You will then select the green Done button at the bottom of the page, and the open visit will be moved to the green Applied tab. If your availability changes, you can come to this tab to decline that visit as well. To decline an open visit, you will repeat the same process of tapping an available visit, viewing the details, and selecting the red Decline button at the bottom right of the screen. You will be prompted to provide a reason for declining. These include indicating whether you are unavailable, the location is too far, if there is a compatibility issue, or Other. Selecting Other provides a free text box to give an additional reason for declining. To complete the step, you will tap the red Confirm button and select Done. The declined open visit is moved to the red Declined tab. If your availability changes, you are able to come to the Decline tab and apply to a visit instead. All visits you have applied to will show up in the Applied tab. You are encouraged to apply to or decline each visit in your app. This will make it easier to see any new open visits that you may be interested in. This also provides the office transparency regarding your interest in visits. This concludes the video on how to apply to or decline any open visits in the app.
Communication tools. Use the VIV Home Care app to chat with your office and to share updated personal information via forms. Use chat to send HIPAA-compliant messages, chat with your office, and chat with your client's care team.
In this video, you will learn about the chat feature in the VIV app. This is a great way to stay connected to your organization or the other care team members working with the same clients as you. You can access chat on the main home screen by selecting the icon in the right-hand corner, or by opening the menu and selecting chat. Once selected under the clock icon, you will see a list of all recent conversations you have been a part of. You can select a message thread to continue to communicate here. To start a new chat, you can select the icon on the right-hand side. Here, you can start a chat with your organization or select your client's name to start a chat with the care team. Tap the one you want to start the conversation with. For example, to open up a chat with your organization, tap on the office location name to open a conversation. Now you can type your message where it says New Message, and then tap Send. Your organization will receive this chat in real time. To return to the side menu, select the arrow on the top left corner, and then select the menu icon in the top left corner. When you have an unread chat message, you will see a notification on the chat option in the side menu. Select Chat to view the unread message. This wraps up the video on the chat feature.
Key takeaways. Ensure that your location settings are always on. Check in and out of every visit. Ensure that all tasks are completed at the end of every visit. And respond to all open visits. Apply or decline. Make sure to sign into the VIV Home Care app. Check into your scheduled visit, complete tasks, and check out of your scheduled visits.